Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is exciting. We're looking at the new Space Blog Part 2. It was announced on Friday, so very new. We're going to get straight into it. Let's begin. So, it's been a while since the initial Space Blog came out, and during this time we have been working full speed ahead on the upcoming patch. We've also been continuing our development of the Space Age, meaning we are finally approaching the end of our early access cycle. The Universim for us is more than just a game, it is our baby, and we would love to have it with us forever, but sometimes we have to realize that we need to let it go. This is why we are working non-stop on the last age. We would like to make sure that you will have an amazing experience playing the Universim, and that the Space Age will provide you something new and fresh with its gameplay and challenges. Initially, we are already discussing the release date, and once we finalize it, you will be the first to find out. That is amazing. So not only are we getting a new patch, which will be discussed a bit further down, it's coming to an end of the alpha, right? That's so exciting. So here we go. We've got a few images here, a bit about another game that Critevo is developing. But here we go. Now, let's roll. Unobtainium. Welcome to one of the most powerful sources of energy that Nuggets will learn how to mine. Unobtainium is a very rare resource that you will be able to find across the galaxy and can be utilized to charge your drones and make them function. It will also be used to charge up something bigger, for example, Cracker. Excellent. In the upcoming patch, you will be able to find that resource on your mother planet and play with the drones, but as we get closer to the release date, this would be the content that you will be able to unlock as you go to space. In the meantime, please provide us with any thoughts on these drones. We would love to hear your feedback. Okay. Sound a bit complicated there, but there we go. We've got a new mining building for the Unobtainium. Unfortunately, Nuggets moved from an idea of hitting strange things with their pickaxe and hammers and learned how to use drills. In order to mine Unobtainium, Nuggets will have to use a special building that won't require any nuggets, but it will definitely require some of your precious resources. The extraction process of the Unobtainium is not fast, but is definitely worth it. Okay. And there we go. We've got one on the moon and a bit of a HUD display. So it's using fuel, chemicals, and steel beams. Okay. And then there's like a percentage on the right-hand side of how much Unobtainium there is left. Okay. There we go. Another big use of chemicals. So yeah, there we go. And then we have an oxygen refuel station. We saw this in the last dev blog, but there wasn't a lot of information. But here we go. Certain planets will have oxygen while others won't. Based on the oxygen levels, your Nuggets will build residential areas either with domes or the actual large city without them. If oxygen on the planet is required, your Nuggets will have to constantly return to the rocket or one of the residential buildings in order to refill their supply of oxygen. All this nugget walking takes time and obviously slows down the progress of your colonization. Unless, of course, you will use the oxygen refuel station. Oxygen refuel stations will allow your Nuggets to resupply their oxygen without the need to travel long distances. Okay, so we just pop these around like schools and garages and stuff like that. Very exciting. I love it how there's a tree in the middle of it providing oxygen. That is great. This is amazing. Nugget tools. Previously, Nuggets had to choose between the axe, hammer, or pickaxe. Now they have been able to develop something far more exciting and energetic. A new Nugget tool will be introduced to the game that will provide a more futuristic approach to building things. This is great, but it's also bad because how terrible are our Nuggets at just chopping trees down and lowering our ecology level, right? And then this just gives them a faster approach to doing that. Fantastic. Okay, we have weapons. We have an upgrade to our weapons. So previously, especially with barracks and soldiers, you would only have the crossbow, and then it went to like a very primitive shotgun. But now we have weapons. Nobody knows what will await you on other planets. This is why it would be best to equip your nuggets with some proper gear and weapons that would be better fit for space. Not only can your nuggets receive new weapons, but so can your drones. These weapons will allow both nuggets and drones to kill their targets faster and more effective. Unless, of course, you try to pick a fight with something bigger than you. That is excellent. And we've got a bit more information on the planet generation system. I have read this and it's very complex and really detailed, but we'll quickly get through it. In the last blog, we covered many things regarding planets and their variations. This time we would like to share a little bit more on the actual planet generation system. What is it? How will it work? And what can you expect? In the Universim, you will be able to colonize and travel throughout hundreds of different planets. Some of these planets will be handcrafted and some of them will be randomly generated. We have built our planet generation system to be as flexible and possible and have watched it provide good results so far. Okay. Planet generation goes through multiple stages. In stage 1, we define the size of the planet, cloud types, planet type, and temperature. The next step defines the entire look of the planet, starting with the color. Here is where a lot of the magic happens with a wide variety of configs with different color combination. The system will select a specific config color combination in order to apply it to the planet. In those configs, we are defining all the colors of the planet, including its atmosphere color, color during nighttime, daytime, colors of different biodomes, rocks, trees, etc. Our next big list of configs is texture. In these configs, we define the overall look and feel of the planet and what each biodome will look like. Will the land be rough or smooth? Will it have holes or not? Lastly, to finish up the look of our planet, we have over 50 different mountain configs. Each config will generate a mountain that has a different look and feel. You will be able to encounter mountains that look like spikes, flat mountains, small mountains, zigzag mountains, mountains in which you can build things, and many more. Each mountain will influence your playstyle and how much space will ultimately be available on your planet. Wow! After finishing with the actual planet generation, let's dive into the details on the planet, including vegetation, resources, animals, and biodome distribution. So, there's a lot happening in the background, right? This is amazing. Okay. Starting with trees, each tree trunk has its own config that contains information about the tree. Example, its model and what kind of leaves it can have. Leaves can either be unique to the tree or they can be in a general pool of leaves that can fit any tree. So our system selects the proper config for the tree and leaves that would appear. That is amazing. So much detail just to put leaves on a tree. My goodness, right? Okay. Stones are created in a similar manner to trees, where each stone, model, level of durability, and what it yields are all being set up in their individual configs. Additionally, we're setting up bushes, grass, animals, and sea life. Lastly, our biodome distribution and resource distribution system is how we specify how much water the planet can hold and how much desert, grass, forest, or mountains can be on the planet. All these parameters will define the playground for the player and influence their playstyle. Some planets might have a lot of water, but they can be lacking vegetation. Other planets might have less water, but boast plenty of mountains and rocks. Resource distribution works in conjunction with biodome distribution. Each resource knows on which biodome it has to appear and how it should act on that biodome. Wow. Each of these systems will have different configs that will define future planets. Selecting and combining each config from different areas will allow us to create a variety of unique looks and experience. Wow, that is like way above my head, but wow. Okay. Oh, wow. And here's a few of the flora and fauna. Each planet will have a handful of new vegetation and alien animals that will accompany it. Due to the nature of the planet and its specifics, you might not always see the planet as its beauty immediately. Oh, this is really interesting. In fact, you may have to terraform the planet first in order to see everything. Think of it like an onion. You have to peel back the layers to get to the heart of it. Similarly, you'll have to peel the layers of ice and lava in order to see the true colors of the planet and its nature. Wow, so you could come across a barren planet, a lava-filled planet, an ice planet, and it just looks dull and boring, right? But then once you start terraforming it, all these colorful trees and fauna and flora and all that start appearing. That is fantastic. Wow, just look at these images. Oh, yeah, they look amazing. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, fauna. We worked very hard on the system that allows us to generate a good amount of alien animals in order for you to discover. Similar to the planet, our alien animals have randomization to them. Their strength, HP levels, and their look will use our manually crafted configs in order to create a creature that will vary from the creature on the different planets. Don't be always assume that the creature will, with the similar look, will be weak or strong on another planet. Before charging on with your hunters, make sure to check the animal yourself and access if you can take it on. Maybe your new guns will help. Okay, so this green dinosaur might be weak on one planet, but the purple one looks exactly the same, but maybe on a different planet where the gravity is stronger, it's more powerful. That's pretty challenging, right? Excellent. Yep, look at these. We've got, oh my god, just the amount of creatures. That is bloody beautiful. And here we go. The Planet Cracker. In a lot of our trailers, you'll probably noticed a big machine that is the size of a small planet. Well, without spoiling too much, you will have to face this beast at some point. Will you defeat it or will it destroy your planet? It will be up to you and your civilization. This is brilliant. Planet Cracker is a world-destroying machine responsible for the destruction of many different planets it's encountered over time. Despite its huge size and being able to step on anything, Planet Cracker also possesses high hypnotic powers and laser beams. Come on, we couldn't go to space without them. Wow, this is going to be epic, right? Its laser beams will easily be able to cut through buildings, while its hypnotic powers can afflict any living creature. Planet Cracker was initially created by an ancient alien race as a machine to mine resources, but throughout time, some modifications were added and it became the planet-destroying machine. Wow. Wow. Okay. Planet Cracker Part Extractor. Scattered throughout the universe, you will have a chance to collect certain Planet Cracker parts, and who knows, maybe at the end you will be able to build your own planet destroyer. Oh, wow. This gets better and better, and this is what I'm excited for. Mystery. You might have guessed already, but Planet Cracker is not the only threat, as someone is usually responsible for the creation and operation of such large and terrible machines. Throughout your journey in space, you will encounter alien ruins and alien ships that won't exactly be friendly, especially after you shot some of their smaller crafts. You will have to learn to whom those alien ships belong and what mystery space has prepared for you. This is awesome. I can't wait to encounter different alien species. I hope it's a thing and that we can go to planets where there's already established aliens, maybe. This is pretty exciting. Okay, so we've got a bit of more space soundtrack. We just recently finished our space soundtracks and they sound awesome. We can't wait to let you listen to them and hope you enjoy them as much as we do. And here we go. We have building upgrades. So this pretty much finishes, well, they say, I haven't checked myself, but this pretty much finishes all buildings upgrading up to Space Age. So let's have a look. We finally got our hands on all the buildings and finished their upgrades up to the Space Age. There we go. Rehabilitation Center. This looks bloody beautiful. Look at that. I'm so impressed with that. We have a new prison. Our Rehabilitation Center received a modern overhaul on its architecture. Now it finally looks like it will be able to treat any nugget inside of it. Okay. And the prison, throughout the ages, most prisons look the same, grey and square-shaped. Well, we did our own take on this building. The new prison will have increased efficiency, but will require more resources to operate. Okay. Alright. A new stone mine. This is really good because a lot of the mining buildings are still like stuck in medieval, like the iron mine, the stone mine, all that kind of stuff. So a new stone mine with some gravitational technology will surely improve the workflow on site. Cool. This is a metal mine. So the iron mine, right? Extracting metal from the ground was never easier. With the new upgrade, you won't have any issues mining as much metal as you want. Unless, of course, the planet won't have any more metal to offer you. It's always an issue, isn't it? Then we have a gas mine. Cool. As space travel becomes a common thing for Nuggets, your civilization will require more and more resources in order to sustain itself across different planets. New gas mines will provide the most efficient way of gathering resources. Sweet. This looks epic. This is a new gas power plant. Oh my god. I might actually have to go back to doing gas power plants if I'm getting this bad boy. This upgrade is probably the most exciting for us personally. In moving away from wood and bricks, the gas plant has received a complete cosmetic overhaul and has some extra improvements. Potentially, it can be one of the most effective ways of producing electricity for your civilization, but not without damage to the planet. Yeah. It does produce a ton of energy, but the pollution factor is massive, right? This is an epic. Look at this. This is the lumber mill, which looks like a tree. The new upgrade for the lumber mill will not only add a nice modern look to the building, but it will also increase the speed of growing trees and collecting them. Awesome. If only though, if only the Nuggets would use the lumber solely from lumber mills and not continuously chop trees down, right? And then we have a Space Age power battery, more capacity, more charge as usual. You can zap the battery with your lightning strike in order to give it extra juice. We hope you are enjoying the journey as much as we do. Next week, a new patch will be released, and we are looking forward to your feedback. Thank you so much for your support, and we're extremely grateful to have such an amazing community. Okay, so not only do we get to see all this new content that's coming to the game, it's coming this week. So it's Monday today, Monday the 25th of the 4th, 2022. 5 days or so, we're going to have all this new content. So that is amazing. Unsure if we get access to the building with the telescope, right? That we can actually go to planets. Hoping, fingers crossed, that's a thing. So there we go. Nice little quick video. I just wanted to share all this new content coming. Because of the new update at the end of the week, we're going to do a lot of videos this week. It's going to be the Universim week. So we've got today's video. I'll be popping one out on Tuesday. We've got the live stream of the Universim where we can discuss more of the space vlog. Please come along. Any questions, share your excitement. That will be fun. And then there'll also be a video probably Thursday and Friday. And then hopefully that will finish up the series and we can start something new with all this new content. Anyway, that's the plan. Fingers crossed it happens. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.